Good day, everyone. Today, I would like to explain briefly about our statistic for information technology project entitled Relationship between different personality of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok user. My team consists of three people, which is myself, DIVYAA, daughter of KALAI SELVAN, and my another two friends, YOGATARISENI, daughter of MURUGAN, and Rubbini, daughter of KUMARAN. Before I explain about problem domain of our project, I would like to tell what is cyberbully. Cyberbully refer to the act of using electronic communication tool such as social media, texting, or online platform to harass, intimidate, or harm individuals. There are two problem domains in the project, which is different personality types may be drawn to different social media platforms based on their preference and motivation. The second problem domain is different personality types may engage in different ways to present themselves online.
Now I would like to continue the objective. The objective of conducting a survey among UM students is to understand the relationship between different personality traits and the use of social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and TikToks. By gathering data from UM students, aim to analyze how the specific personality traits may influence the preference for and behavior on these platforms. These are the objectives that mentioned below. Firstly, to understand user behavior by examining the personality traits of user and on social media platforms. Second is to analyze social media interaction and connection. Lastly, to analyze the platform that occurs cyberbullying among university students. Next is data description. All the information about the data set is retrieved from the Google form that we construct. The data set to the 52 students that participated in the survey. Number of attributes is 21. Data set was taken from UU and SOC students. These are the attributes that we listed here. We separate the question into 5 parts. Each part contains 6 questions. So students have to answer all the questions.
Hi guys, my name is Rubbini Kumaran. So now I will explain about the data analysis. So we will choose three questions from our Google form. The first question is self-expression. So here you can see the pie chart that how many voting we get based on the optional we give, and then in the table you can see it clearly. So we give five optional answer, which is to increase follower, to socialize, to keep up with friends, to do personal blogging, and the last one is to make friends. So the frequency will show you how many votes the students give for the answers. So based on this, we get the sample interaction 5, which is the optional answer we give. So after that, the median is 9.5. Actually, the Q2 is Q2 and the median is the same value because the Q2 is the median of our question. So next is Q1, Q2, Q3. We use the formula to identify these three Q. So here you can see the IOR, which means interquartile range. So for that we use the formula Q3 minus Q1. So we will get 9.5. And then here you can see the box plot of our question. So the lowest value is 3, and then the highest value, and then Q3 is the same value, which is 15, and then the Q1 is 5.5, Q2 is 9.5. So this is the data analysis for question 1. Okay, the next question is, do you feel pressure to maintain a certain image or personal on your chosen social media platform? So this is our second question we choose from Google form. So here we can see the bar graph, which we can see the red line. The red line will show us the symmetric is the shape of this graph. And then in the table we can see clearly about the information. We give five options, which is strongly disagree, disagree, neither agree or not, agree, and strongly agree. So the student will vote for neither agree or not and agree the more vote. So and then the sample interaction is 5, median is 11, and then the Q1 is 4.5, Q2 is 11, Q3 is 16, IOR is 11.5. So here you can see the box plot. The lowest value is 4 and then the highest value is 16. Actually the Q3 and the highest value is same 16, same like the previous one. So this is the box plot for the this question. Okay, the last question for data analysis is, how often do you compare yourself to other on your chosen social media platform? Here we can see the bar graph and then the red line. We can know that the symmetric is the shape of this graph like previous one. And then in table we can see that occasionally and frequently get more voting from the participant, which is 19, and then the sample interaction is 5, median for this question is 12.5. The Q1 is 4, Q2 is 12.5, Q3 is 19, and the last one IOR is 15. So in the box plot we can see the smallest value and Q1 is same, which is 4, and then the Q3 and highest value is same, which is 19. So this is the box plot for this question. So that's all for the data analysis. Thank you. I will pass it to my group member.
Now I will explain about analysis data. So here we have choose one question, which is how often do you post original content? For example, photos, videos, status update on each platform. In analysis result, we should find the value of mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. To find mean, the formula is sum of data divided by number of data. So here, the sum of data is 52 and the number of data is 5, which is never, rarely, occasionally, frequently, and very frequently. So the mean that we got is 10.4. To get the position median, we should use this formula, which is number of data plus 1 divided by 2. So the position median that we got is 3. Once we got the position median, we should arrange the frequency by ascending order. So the median that we got for this question is 10, and the mode is represent the highest frequency, which is very frequently, and the variance that we got using the formula is 169.46 and the standard deviation is 13.02.
Thank you, Divya. Now I will explain about the hypothesis test. We took two example hypothesis tests from our report. So the first one is, how often do you post original content on your social media platform? So based on this question, we will do this hypothesis. For this question, the responder choose highest response to very frequently, which is 4 times. The 10.4 is our hypothesis null, and then now we will find out which the hypothesis null is, which is the 10.4 is less than 8 or not. So the standard deviation for this question is 13.02, and then we use 5% of significant level to identify our hypothesis. So the first step is we must list down our hypothesis null and hypothesis alternative, which is hypothesis null is equals to 10.4, and then the hypothesis alternative is less than 10.4. And then our mean is 4. Okay, in step 2 The S mean the standard deviation. And standard deviation is 13.2, and then the significant level is 0.05, which is the 5%. And then the step 3 is we must use the T formula, which is the mean minus the uh, HO, and then divide by the standard deviation, divide by the square to n. So here you can see we will do it. For that we get answer negative 3.54 as a 3 value. So after we found out the value, we will find out the critical value approach, which is, so based on the answer we will find out this question is left tailored, and then the significant level is 0.05. The DF is we must minus 1 minus total response we get 52 response, so 1 minus 52 equals to 51, and then the critical value we get negative 1.675, which is we took from the DF table. So here you can see the graph. In the graph we can see that our t value is out of the uh, HO, which is we reject the HO, it will be a false. So finally we will get the at the 5% significant level, the data provides reference evidence that the sample mean is less than 10.4. So which is we reject the HO, and then it will be less than 10.4. So this is the hypothesis that test for this question. Okay, the next hypothesis test question is, we took from how much time do you typically spend on your chosen social media platform per week. So for this question, higher response get for frequently, which is 16 hours. So we took the 16 as a mean of our question, and then the 10.4 is our HO. We got totally 52 response. The standard deviation for this question is 13.45, and then the significant level is 5%. So based on this information we will identify the hypothesis. So the first step is we must list down our hypothesis null and hypothesis alternative, which is hypothesis null is equals to 10.4, and then the hypothesis alternative is uh, different from the 10.4, which means not equals to 10.4, and then the mean is equals to 16. After that, in step 2, the standard deviation is 13.45 and the significant level is 0.05. In step 3, we must compute the value based on the formula. So after we do that formula, we will get 3 as our t value. So based on t value, we will identify our hypothesis is reject or not. So the step 4, we will identify this graph. This question is based on two tail. So the significant level we must divide by 2 because there is two tail. So after divide by 2 we get 0.025. So the DF is we must minus 1 minus total responder and we get 51. So the critical value we get from the DF table is negative 2.40 and positive 2.40. Okay, you can see the clearly in our graph, which is our t value 3 is reject from this graph. So which means our hypothesis is different from 10.4. So this is the conclusion of this question hypothesis. Thank you. I will pass it to my group member after this.
We conclude based on the responses we received from SOC students who filled out our Google form. We have come to conclusion that chosen social media platform accurately represents your personality and has positively impacted self-esteem and self-image. So that's all from us. Thank you.